I want to take a few minutes here and talk about wikis and specifically how I will go about and assessing work that has been done on the wiki for BUSA 3000 since that is this course. So here is a page from the BUSA 3000 wiki on globalization of markets, and this was done by a student, and actually we can see here who the student was that did the work, because the student signed the work as it was finished. A few things to note about this: it's actually quite professionally done. We see boldface here in terms of the 4 phases of globalization. We also see that the student built several links in here. Here's a link that we can do links to global sourcing. And actually, if I click through on global sourcing, we'll see that that page is still blank, which is fine. After all, in this course, in the rubric it states that you only need to create the links. You do not necessarily have to build out all those links. There's a link to global sales. Here is a link to GATT. And so there are some basic elements in place here. Somebody else has gone in here and added a citation, which was not there originally, saying that this framework of 4 stages of globalization came from International Business New Realities by Kawaskill, Knight, and Reisenberger, 2nd edition. So here we see some elements. So what I would like to do is just go to our rubric, which of course is what we're going to use to assess this. This should be available on the Desire to Learn for you. And what are the elements that I'm looking for in a contribution to the wiki in order to give you a grade. I will use this rubric. First of all, I'm asking that you show some critical thinking, that you well argue a piece that's clearly written, well constructed, well documented, appropriately cited, and of high quality. So it's important that one structure your argument a little bit, your contribution a little bit in terms of critical thinking. If you, for instance, cite the sources, but you don't really have that high quality, and then you will lose some points here if it's not as clearly argued. If it is coherent, you've did something, your sources are cited, but you do not really have appropriate citations, you will get only 2 points on this level. Of course, I'm very interested in seeing things that are relevant as a course companion for here, and here I would like to see that you describe why it's important to this course, what specific topic you're addressing, what theme in globalization you're addressing, and some of this is more clear than others. And you can then also look at the rubric here and see in general how I would go down in terms of giving you points for that. Collaboration, very important here. So in the rubric we looked at the contribution we looked at a few minutes ago, we saw collaboration that had 3 more pages that it was linked to. Actually I do ask for 4. Now what's important in that specific piece is that the page that the student used, here globalization of markets, is a was an original link that the student built from, and so if you go back to globalization page, there was then a link here, globalization of markets, and so the student built this off this link that was originally created by myself, and so that would be the 4th link here. So the important thing here is that in total that you link to 4 different pages. There's maybe backlinks, that may be forward links. In terms of originality and effort, what am I looking for here? If you were to do a page that's completely original, it's your own work, and it's complete, it's all intact, everything is there, you will get 4 points here. If, on the other hand, it is there, it is an original page, but you did not complete it, you will lose some points. Or if you use somebody else's that is barely started, not completed, and you were to complete it, or if a team gets together and do some collaboration and complete it, you would all, in different ways, earn some points for that. I am, in the end, of course, also interested in seeing something that's technically sophisticated and professional. So the extent to which you do that well, you'll also earn points. So there is a good sense of what we are doing in terms of assessing the rubric. So just quickly on this, I would say here critical thinking. The argument is structured well, though the argument is very much one that we find in the course already. So I would like to see maybe a little more in terms of critical thinking going on here. In terms of relevance as a course companion, I think this is very good. It relates specifically to what's going in the course. Examples here are one way in which one can maybe build out this to make it more relevant. Maybe even some links in here to some of those companies that specifically, or historical moments that would make this more relevant and make it richer, so we don't end up just bringing something out of the textbook. So maybe we could do a little bit better in terms of relevance and to this. In terms of collaboration, I think here clearly the student linked into this page from another page, built 3 links out of here, so I am quite happy in terms of collaboration. Originality and effort. This is a completely new original contribution. A significant part of it comes though out of the textbook, so I may want to think a little bit here about how may want to add something here that would be original to the student, not just coming out of the course. And then, of course, in terms of technical sophistication and professionalism, I think that this is well done. And overall, footnotes were missing, so we lose a little bit points there. The repair of the footnotes, or the addition of the footnotes, was well done technically, so that's good. Hope that's useful, and we'll be doing some more of this kind of video soon. Thank you.